Hey everybody, Dave Cook, D'Franco Finishes. We're doing a quick video on how we're rolling walls. So we have our supplies sitting here. We've got an extension pole, and today we are painting with Benjamin Moore Ultra Spec Low Sheen. We've got our painter's tape. We've got our roller covers, and these are my favorite covers, Aero-worthy microfiber. These are 9/16, so it's almost a ½ inch. And then we've got our roller handle. These are the brushes I like. They're Corona Cortez brushes. They're 2.5 angled. They really perform really well. And we've got our paint tray, and I use paint tray liner because I don't like cleaning out the trays, and because we're on septic, I can't really put that stuff in our septic field. So I just buy the tray liners, clean out the paint, put it in a can, and then throw it away. So one of the first things we got to do is we taped all the base trim. We painted all the trim yesterday, and so you can see where we just covered everything with tape along the edges, and I put some tape on the outlet cover. And then with the brush, we'll start off with cutting it in. So I'll just show you real quick how I cut in a wall, and then I'll put the camera down, and then we can show you how we're actually rolling the whole thing out. So I don't put a lot of sorry, I don't put a lot of paint on there. I just dab it just to get it wet enough so it's on the brush. And then when I'm coming up to the wall, nice and easy. It's going to take 2 coats, so you don't need to put a ton on there. Just take your time. I always put the finger on top because that's pointing the direction that the paint's going to go, and it allows me to adjust how much pressure I'm putting on the brush. And then I'll just go over it just once, really light. And then I'll go ahead and cut in this whole wall when we do that, and then we'll roll it, and you'll see what it looks like with 1 coat of paint on there. So that's my little mini tripod on our ladder, but it works. Some people like to tape the ceilings. I personally don't, but there's nothing wrong with it. If you do tape the ceilings, you have to be careful kind of with the bottoms, because there's tape on the trim. Doesn't mean you can just slop the paint everywhere. And the bottom, same way we're going to cut it in. Just because there's tape, again, doesn't mean to slap it on there. The object should be to cut it in without getting the paint on the tape. It's to prevent the splatter, not to really get sloppy with it. So we're just going to cut it in just like with the ceiling line, nice and easy lines, not too much paint. You're going to have 2 coats anyway, so just take your time. And then I cut around the outlet cover with a brush also. And here's a TV outlet. I'm going to cut around that with a brush. Again, it's going to take 2 coats. And then the heating vents, I cut around those with a brush because there's usually a lot of dust and debris that kind of is on the inside edge, and I don't want my roller picking that up and putting it on the wall. So there it's cut out, there it's cut in. So now I'm just going to take the paint, in the tray. And microfiber sleeves, roller. I like the extension pole because I don't have to bend over to get the paint all over. I'm gonna see if I can adjust this so we can get the wall on there. Maybe not. You want to load up that paint. It's going to take a couple times rolling it. I'll roll it one way, I'll flip it, roll it again to really load up the roller with paint. And you can see this is how much paint is on there. It's kind of gapped right now. You can see the roller. So put it on the wall just to kind of paint. And again, you can see the roller where it's not quite loaded all the way. So I'll load one more time, both ways, and we should be good to go. And I like to work in like an N or a W, and then go back and fill it in. I'm only working in about a 3-foot spot at any given time while we're painting. There's some people like to go up and down on the walls all the way. I don't know if there's a right or way. This is how I learned, and this has served us very well, so this is what we do. I'm just kind of doing that line there because it's heat registered. Again, just working on this small area. Not putting too much paint on there. We're doing 2 coats. You should always figure for 2 coats. So you don't have to put a ton of paint on your roller. By putting that N on there, it kind of distributes the paint on the wall. So with that N, you got the paint, you go back up, down, and distributes it, gets a nice even coat. On the bottom, I'm going to do this when my roller's almost empty on this bottom part. There you go. There's just one small wall, but it kind of gives you an idea how we're rolling out a wall. If you have any questions about painting in general, painting walls, trim, whatever, we have some other videos on our YouTube channel. You can kind of see, again, one coat, you can kind of see where it's going to have to get cut in again, but we plan for that. You should always plan for 2 coats. Any questions about painting, definitely let us know. We're here to help you love the house you live in.